Hello, everybody. Welcome back again. Happy Saturday. How are you all doing? I guess everybody's probably somewhere doing their weekend shop because after this live stream, that's what I'm going to be going ahead to do. I need to go do the weekend shopping and then back to my bed because this week I'm exhausted. I am exhausted. Anyway, guys, hello and welcome back again to my channel. My name is Webimo. And I'm also known as Start Mom of 5 and also known as TMO5 Kanduko. If you're new to my channel, welcome. And if you're a returning subscriber, thanks so much for always coming back. So with that being said, I know people said, oh, that Mom of 5. I know I said that Mom of 5. I'm a TMO5 Kanduko and I don't know why I've not actually shared my business page with you guys in a long while. So let me share with you guys while I am here. So as I said to you guys, or if you've heard TMO5 Kanduko, that is my business page, is my small business that I do, that I sell. Okay, I sell scented candles. Let me remove this page first. Yeah, so that's my business page there, my website. So that's where I sell my home fragrances. You can see I sell scented candles, home diffusers, all of that stuff, and I sell wax melt as well. We've got lots of, I think I've got about 80 or 100 hots of fragrances I sell on this channel, on my website actually. So if you go onto that arrow there, if you click shop, so it's going to show you all of the stuff I've got there. So I've got wax melt there. I've got some Christmas candles. I know some people still burn. Yes, some people still burn Christmas candles. For me, I burn candles at any time. I don't necessarily burn Christmas candles on Christmas Day alone. So I've got Christmas candles in there. I've also got some. If you heard me talk about penhaligons, so this particular candle is a dupe of one of the perfumes, and I've got my way. There's a review there from previous customers who have bought it. I love penhaligons, so I decided to add them to my business, to my candles. So that's one of many more, and these are others. So this one called New York is another penhaligons perfume. This one called Brazil is also another penhaligons perfume. So far, this is my favorite one. Okay, Georgia, I love that fragrance. So yeah, feel free to check up on my website, and I deliver all through the United Kingdom. So let's go to today's business. Okay, let's go to today's business, and we're going to be talking about Madam Kemi Badenoch. Hello, Happy, welcome. Obviously, at first, when Kemi Badenoch came to our face, so anyway, Kemi Badenoch is I believe she's with the conservative leader, and she's been throwing all shades apparently to Nigerians because the people that do not like her now, the people that do not like her, that are not agreeing with what she has to say, are basically Nigerian, because yes, she's targeting immigration. She is seriously targeting immigration. She's been interviewed a few times, in fact, multiple times, where she has actually thrown Nigerian, she has thrown Nigeria under the bus, saying, obviously citing the story of how she and her brother were robbed by Nigerian police, and also how they stole our brother's wristwatch and shoes. And then a Nigerian in the UK decided to go and replace the shoe and the wristwatch. So Kemi Badenoch has not come out to let us know if she received the shoes and the shoes and the wristwatch or not. But with that being said, um, Kemi Badenoch has been ongoing with this immigration thingy. And I believe it was sometimes this year, she also introduced another bill where um initially, for you to become a British citizen, you can actually become a British citizen in 5 years, even less than 10 years. But Kemi Badenoch came out with a bill which means that if it take you 15 years for you to become a permanent residency to get the British citizenship, and then there are other requirements as well. That is, if you've ever been convicted of any crime, it came with lots of extra for you to become a British citizen. So she's actually making it much more difficult, even for those who are waiting. So some people are just almost at the maybe 5 year mark for them to get their British citizenship. Now, Auntie Kemi has obviously thrown the spanner into the work. So yeah, she released a video yesterday. I believe it was on Thursday or Friday that they are now introducing a deportation bill. So apparently, there's a vote that was carried out last week where the reform leader, is it the reform party? I can't remember. Nigel Farage. We all know Nigel Farage. His party is mainly anti-immigration, like they do not want immigration. And yes, they won their seat. They won the Labour seat in Scotland. Actually, yes. So if they were to, I'm of the opinion that if they were to conduct any election today, Nigel Farage will definitely be taking the lead. Will be definitely be taking the lead. And there's another news that is in on now. So I think we're going to discuss that in another live stream actually, where they've released that the UK government are looking to ban 3 countries, and Nigeria is one of those countries. Yes, they finally got Nigerians. They finally casted Nigeria. So we'll probably discuss that in another live stream or maybe later on today. But let me share this video that Madam Kemi Badenoch has released in terms of deportation bill. Yes, she's introduced a deportation bill, which the Labour Party, I believe, they will be running to at some point. So let's listen to what she has to say. Okay.
2 million immigrants could automatically claim British citizenship. 2 million people. That's nearly twice the population of Birmingham. That's massive. We've introduced a deportation bill because we're committed to bringing immigration down. Back in February, we demanded Labour triple the time for new immigrants to get a British passport. They voted it down. And now they've brought in some half-assed version that's not going to work. Here's what will work. Deport all foreign criminals.
So this is a deportation bill. I don't know why she's kind of like targeting immigrants, because all of these homeborn people as well, now them plenty pass for prison. Now them plenty pass for prison. I have visited the prison before when I was doing interpretation, when I had to go interpret for a Nigerian that was arrested. Now them plenty pass for prison. Now their own children, now their own picking know the work. And I don't know why this woman is actually targeting immigrants, knowing fully well that she is an immigrant herself. And with that being said, I was just chatting with somebody in the chat earlier on that even the white people are now like saying, "Come, madam, you need to be calming down." But let's listen to this deportation bill. So this is the second new thing she has introduced now, deportation bill, because she feels that the Labour Party are delivering nonsense. She believes that the Labour Party are delivering nonsense. But let's listen to our deportation bill.
Mandatory age checks. No more pretending to be kids. Tougher visa rules and salary.
How are people pretending to be kids? I mean, there will definitely be people who have identification with them. They will either have a passport or a birth certificate. So I don't understand where she's saying mandatory age checks. Mandatory age checks. Well, I want to believe that all births within the UK is being recorded. I know foreign nationals, that might not be the same, but maybe people who already brought their children from Nigeria or from Africa, their children apparently have been registered from where they were coming from. But then such family or such children will have a form of ID, like passport, birth certificate, and stuff like that to confirm their age. So I don't know what she's meaning about no lying about you being a child or something. But let's keep listening.
Thresholds. Disapply the Human Rights Act to immigration cases. No more abusing human rights laws to dodge deportations. Make asylum support repayable. And no permanent.
Why do you want to make asylum support repayable? Obviously, these people, they are new into the system. They've come to claim asylum. They are not allowed to work. Yes, you're allowed to maybe get a skill or go to college. Even that, you still kind of miss some loopholes there. So why are you asking that the support they gave them? In my own case now, if I remember how much, because then I remembered when I got my indefinite leave to remain, they actually gave me a total amount of, they gave me a letter that detailed all the total amount financially that they supported me with when I was living in Aduru. So you can imagine, looking at I can't even remember the figure of my head, but looking at the figure is ×3 my student loan when I went to study for my first degree. That figure is ×3 my student loan. So, well, keep listening, guys.
Right to stay in the UK if you've relied on benefits. Until that's law, we won't fix this. Labour should adopt it now. It's time to get tough. That's what the Conservatives' deportation bill delivers. And we're going to go further. Our country is a home, not a hotel. And if we don't defend it, no one else will. From next year.
So that's what Madam Kemi has to say there. So she introduced the deportation bill, which I believe obviously is giving them all the claps now. And trust me, the Labour Party, they are going to tap into this, and they might probably obviously start to do something about it. So this guy, I know Abby, I'm sure you know this guy. So it says that the government has the right to control the influx of my immigrants. Absolutely, absolutely, it's the same for everywhere. Even with this deportation bill now, um, I think the first news that Kemi Badenoch released the first time, trying to limit how quick people get them their indefinite leave to remain or British citizenship. Canada, I believe Canada went on to do something similar with this deportation bill. I won't be surprised if Canada and the US also, try to, try to steal some of this and implement it as well. I don't know why they are making it difficult for immigrants to come here, because at the end of the day, immigrants, these migrants, we were sitting gingerly in our country when you guys decided to introduce all this care visa, all of whatever visa it is you are introducing, and you are asking people to apply. So people now apply now, they are all in here, and now you've used them, and you are telling them, okay, now we've you thank you for your service, you are now free to go back to your country, even though there are avenues and rights for them to settle in this country. And I understand where she comes in with the all criminals should be deported. I agree with that, to be honest, because if you've left your own country to come into a country to come and commit crime, once you serve your sentence, you should be sent back to your home country. I agree with that. But making life tougher for those who are already here, obviously who are already working, contributing to the system, and now saying that tougher age checks, that you want the human rights that is attached to the immigration system, you want it to be removed. It cannot be removed, because at the end of the day, some people who are actually coming to the country, to seek asylum, if majority of them are coming from war-torn countries, a lot of them are coming from countries where, like, the government don't even care if they leave or they do not leave. So now that they've obviously arrived into the UK or wherever it is they've arrived in, and are now trying to make things much more difficult for them, saying that any asylum support that they've received, that they should make it repayable. Like, Madam Kemi, why are you doing this? And I want you to understand also that she is a migrant herself. That's obviously clear to see. And if this immigration thing was not open then when her parents brought her to diaspora, she would not be here saying all of these things she's saying. If they've made it difficult for her parents to have come into the UK years ago when she was brought in here, she won't be here talking. But what do I know? Anyway, this lawyer country. So this guy, Dollar Wanley, is also is a UK lawyer. Okay, and I'm sure he deals with immigration stuff as well. And yes, there's been a saga involving this man as well, but we are not here to talk about the saga involving him. So he continues saying that, but it must have a human face. Kemi Badenoch is back. She seems to, hello Vivian V, welcome. She seems to have an axe to grind with her roots and other immigrants. Immigration control must have a human face, but Kemi's proposal is inhumane. My opinion as well. And comments here says, always know you still remain a migrant regardless of change of status. That, I guess she's forgetting that. So somebody said Kemi is just a face tossed at immigrants' face to pass conservative messages. When the time is right, they will kick her to the side and pick I'm sure there was a rumor earlier on that they are already looking for someone to replace her. I don't know how true that is, but whatever they decided to do with her, I hope she's gotten a game strong. So this person said they will kick her to the side and pick the leader they want when the election is near. She is a pawn, and it's a shame she's letting them use her. Soon she'll be done by conservative and hated by our roots. Okay. Someone said the British people are mostly conservatives, but not to this extent, especially coming from someone who, if you know anything about British people, they don't trust someone who betrays their own. So they will just use her as a pawn to get conservatives back into power and discard her from leadership. Like, guys, me, I don't have an opinion today, because if we talk, I know that, like I said, a lot of African community do not like Kemi Badenoch with the way she's going on with this thing. They believe that for the fact that she's one of us, or she's a part from the African community, she should actually be there. I believe so. This is the entitlement that Nigerians are having is that, oh, you're also a Nigerian, you should be putting things that will favor Nigerians or Africans that are coming to. And I'm afraid it does not work that way. It does not work that way. She has to be impartial in whatever decision she's making, or whatever it is a party is putting out there. So yeah, a lot of people have a lot of things to say there. Let me see what else I found. So we already listened to that video there.
From next year, asylum support.
So we already know what she said there. And this person said, who God help go think say others know the work. Imagine who they bear Kemi when they talk about immigrants. Somebody said, nobody sabi this woman family house for Nigeria. Who sabi a family house? Please, guys, don't go and take loss into your own hands. So this person said, Kemi Badenoch, you can never be prime minister. Don't say so. Never say never. Anything is possible. Anything is possible. Especially now that they released a news recently. Was it Keir Starmer that obviously like they are about to ban 3 countries from entry into the UK? I don't know. Maybe we should discuss that now, or maybe we should do it as a different live stream. So they're about to ban 3 countries, and Nigeria is one of them. So Nigeria is one of them. Pakistan is one of them. And what other country? And Sri Lanka is one of them as well. So they are planning to restrict those 3 countries. They are planning to restrict them from obviously applying for study visas from entering into the country, because they are stating that what's the reason again? Let me see if I can find it. They are stating the reason that these 3 countries, as Nigeria, Sri Lanka, and Pakistan, they are the country with the highest number of asylum seekers in the UK. So the Labour Party are looking to restrict them, and they said that out of 108,000 people that applied for asylum, 16,000 of them were 16,000 of that application came from people who entered into the UK as students. So I don't know. It does not make sense that you apply to come into the UK as a student. You forgot all of the paperwork you submitted with your application, that you have this amount of money, that you are that you are okay, comfortable in terms of finances, that you are no, you are fine. And then you enter into the system, you start to struggle one way or the other. Maybe you're not able to pay your fees, or things are not going the way you want, and you now decide to go and claim asylum. Then they will now look at your application, and they will now look at the application you used to apply for visa, like student people who are coming on visa, people who came in through the COS, people who came in through post study, all of these things. They are now, because the thing starts to get tough for them, and somebody now advise them that, oh, go and claim asylum. It's like people who are advising you, yes, they give you the advice, but you that they've given the advice, have you actually sat down to go and think that, what chances do I have of getting asylum? Because look at there's a reason why. Go and look, like, what does asylum contains? What are the requirements? What do they even look at in order for you to apply for asylum? So if you don't meet any of those eligibility, why then are you now going to apply for asylum? Like, are you running for persecution from your country? Like, for example, Nigerians, are you running for persecutions from Nigeria? Like, if you look at the reasons that you can claim asylum for, in fact, nobody from Nigeria should be coming to claim asylum. And then you've now come into the country, you've applied to come as a student, to study, you've applied for post study, you've applied for COS with all of those papers to say that you are no dogu in your country, that you have money, and then maybe 5 months you are struggling, you now go to go and apply for asylum. So apparently they've said to us that there's a white sheet is going to be released sometimes this month or next month with those restrictions. So we don't know how it's going to be, but yes, that's what they are going to say there, because they are claiming that they are spending too much money on asylum seekers, and these are people who actually came in to say that they are fine, that they are capable of their finances, only for them to go and be claiming asylum. So it's a shady thing. But then, do we blame Kemi? Do we blame Kemi Badenoch for this deportation bill that she has shared? So I'm going to drop the link for you guys now. Let me read your comments, and then I will drop the link. So Vivian said, remember Kweku or Kwesi Kwotenge or whatever his name is, same black eating like Kemi. When they were done with him, he was kicked to the curb shamefully. Okay. Oh. And Vivi said, while Sunak and Cruella Braverman were busy cutting deals for their Indian people to be given 60 hours. Yeah, exactly. I saw that as well. So I think I saw a post saying that so obviously they are cutting that deal, which means that when Indian people come in to work in this country, they will not be paying tax. Like, I don't know how they are, but I don't know how they'll be able to go across. So how can a certain ethnicity in the UK, because maybe they reach some sort of whatever agreement with their government, means they will come into this country to work and they will not pay tax? Is it Indian or the Chinese people that they are trying to cut deals with? I'm sure I saw a post in regards to that, but yeah. So what did I see earlier and I wanted to share? Yeah, okay. So that news of the So the news that I was talking to you about, that the UK government plans to tighten visa rules for national from countries like Pakistani, Nigeria, and Sri Lankan seeking to work or study to curb overstaying and asylum claims. So that's what they said there. So the reason for that, I said by BBC News, visa applications for some nations could be restricted. BBC News reported it, the Vanguard reported it, the Telegraph also reported it as well. And obviously they have their reasons, because they want to crack down. So visa applications from nationalities true most likely to overstay. Yeah, Nigerians are most likely to overstay. And with that being said, guys, just 2 months ago, I still did an interpretation for a Nigerian who just applied for asylum. Now I don't know how long this person has been in the UK for, but our application for asylum was just put in March there. So I think now the Home Office are ready to obviously take our statement. So a lawyer had to get in contact with me to come and translate because the woman said she does not understand English. So I have to translate from Yoruba to English for her so that they could prepare our statement. So yeah, people are still claiming asylum. Nigerians are still claiming asylum in the UK. I will not lie for you. They are coming in troops. They are coming. So yeah, Nigeria is one of those countries that the UK believe that they are most likely and will most likely, claim asylum. So according to this report, it says that under Home Office plans, first reported in the Times, people from countries like these countries may find it more difficult to come to the UK to work and study because yes, they said Nigeria is one of the countries that will most likely overstay their visa once they come into the UK. So I'm not blaming them. I think I saw another post as well. I think that's pretty much that. So let me drop the link if anybody wants to come in here and say one or two things. I don't intend staying for too long on this live stream. Actually, it's just to maybe chat for about half an hour because we need to go get weekend shopping done for the day. So I'm going to drop the link here. I will take about maybe three calls and then we'll call it a day. Vivian said no, 6,000 migrants enter the UK a year. I mean, all right, okay, exactly. That's I think what happened is this: they have a target. Obviously, they have a target of migrants that they want to come into the UK, but the rate at which people are coming, the UK government realized that they've overdone it, and now they are trying to cut back and trying to restrict certain countries. I don't think it's fair. I don't think it's fair. I think they should just maybe adjust the quota or the quota that are coming from each country. Don't just restrict this country because you think that they are most likely going to be staying here. And I think Kemi Badenoch is moving wrong in this regard. Okay, she's moving wrong in this regard. Like I said, I believe the UK have a quota of how many migrants they want to come into the UK, and this quota should be shared amongst all countries that are coming to the UK. And I think obviously, if these people are now coming in and they are claiming asylum, if their country like it's easy to share. Why would Nigeria be coming? I understand it's easier said than done. And for me, I really shouldn't be talking because yes, I got my settlement through asylum in this country, and that was like 12 years ago. That was 12 years ago. So hence why I would also advocate that when you're coming, try and come in with through a visa that will allow you work, that you will not give you restrictions to working. Because some of these visas as well, when you get these visas, you've applied and you've said that you are okay financially. So they wouldn't expect you to fall back because I've seen applications there, they will expect to show bank statement of over millions of naira in your account. So 3 months into you coming as a student, you are not saying you are struggling. You even see some people, going to all these food banks, going to try and claim. For me, with that being said, I received a DM actually about a week ago. This lady contacted me to say, oh, that she wants to ask if she can come into the UK and claim asylum. And I was like, why do you want to come from Nigeria and claim asylum? That is a different case if you're already in the UK. She was like, she's heavily disabled and she's a single mother and she has 3 children. And I was like, do you know the amount of money it's going to cost you to apply for the visa that is even going to bring you and your children to the UK? Why not put that money? Why not put that money together and start a business? Because at the end of the day, you want to spend whatever amount it's going to cost you to bring yourself and your children to the UK to come and claim asylum. At the end of the day, this asylum thing is 50-50. It is not a guarantee that you'll be given permission to stay in the UK. They might just maybe look at you for 6 months. After 6 months, they gather you one day and deport you back to Nigeria. What would that cost you? That would be a waste of money, time, and effort. So I just said to her point blank, don't do it. Like, stay in Nigeria. That money you're going to spend to come to the UK and then you come and claim asylum with your children, put that money together, start a business. If she's already in the UK, is a different case. But then all of these people that are now coming with visas, COS, and then after whatever month they decide that, oh, I'm going to go and claim asylum. Like Nigeria, if you're in Nigeria and you are coming to claim asylum, please don't do it. Don't do it. Yes, we know whatever is happening in Nigeria right now is not what we want it to be, but then it does not qualify you for asylum. It does not qualify you for asylum. In fact, while I'm talking, let me go to gov.uk about asylum. Let me to go to the gov.uk about asylum, and then so that you guys will know seeking asylum, because there are requirements. If you just go and claim asylum, you are just putting yourself into wahala. Like, you know what? They're gone are the days when asylum was working. Now, don't even try, because you are liable to be detained and transferred straight to detention center. That's what most of you don't know. You come and claim asylum. Yeah, they might show pity on those who have younger children. But if you are saying that, oh, now you're in the UK, you want to go and claim asylum. If you are from Nigeria, just don't do it. Just don't do it. Okay? Don't do it. Let me share my screen with you, so that those of you that think that, oh, I'm already in the UK, now that the visa is not working anymore, or I can't do this, I can't do that anymore. Welcome to Ovia. I want to go and claim asylum. Just don't do it. So I hope you guys can see my screen here. Claim asylum in the UK. So let's go to eligibility, or even before eligibility, let's read the overview. You must apply for asylum if you want to stay in the UK as a refugee. That is what they are saying here. To be eligible, you must have left your country and be unable to go back because you fear persecution. So you are just Jakbedian, what persecution did you face in Nigeria that made you leave? So that's the overview. Now let's go to eligibility. It says here that to stay in the UK as a refugee, you must be able to live safely in any part of your own country because you fear persecution there. So that's them telling you that, okay, you say you are facing persecution. You live in Lagos. You are facing persecution. They will tell you, why not move to Ogun State? They will tell you, why not go to the south? Why not go to the north? Why directly come abroad? That's what they are telling you there. To stay in the UK as a refugee, you must be unable. That is, you must show proof that you've gone to all other areas in Nigeria where you to be able to keep yourself safe, but you are not able to keep yourself safe. And then you think that coming abroad is the thing. You must be able to show proof that, oh, you've gone to Kaduna, you were still not safe. You've gone to Maiduguri, you were still not safe. You've gone to Bauchi, you were still not safe. You've gone to Anambra, you must be able to show all of this proof that you are not safe. So if you are stateless, your own country is the country you usually live. So this persecution must be because of your race. That is okay. For example, let's say a Nigerian came to the UK to come and claim asylum. How have you faced persecution because of your race in Nigeria? So this will be their eligibility. So if you want to come and claim asylum, just go straight. Don't let anybody push you into yawa. Because like I said, if you're a Nigerian, there's no reason why you don't even have any cause to be claiming asylum in the UK in the first place. Your religion. How has your country, or how have you been persecuted based on your religion in Nigeria? Are you able to show me proof of that? Your nationality. You be Niger. Have you been persecuted because you be Yoruba? Have you been persecuted because you be Igbo? Have you been persecuted because you be... How have you been persecuted based on your nationality? How? Also, your political opinion. Have you been persecuted because of your political opinion? In what way? How? And all of these things, they know. They have all of the country... They have all of the things happening, like information that will help them decide if you're actually qualified to claim asylum. UK has it. They have a dossier on everything happening in Nigeria. So if you're in Nigeria, you come to claim asylum, they will tell you, okay, if Ogun State is not safe, why didn't you go to Anambra? So if you say you are from Anambra, they will tell you, why don't you go to Ogun State? They have the dossier about any country you are coming from if you wanted to claim asylum. So at times, like I just cited an example for that. Just 2 months ago, I met another Nigerian who just claimed asylum that I was interpreting for. I was taking a statement that she's going to submit to the Home Office. And when we were doing the when she was telling the story, I was just shaking my head because, like I said, like I was just shaking my head because I know she's just come to waste her time. Her story, her story will just get, obviously, when you claim asylum like that, the story you give, they will allow you run the course. If they refuse you, you can appeal. They will allow you run the course, and after then, what they would have you, they will, if you're not able to provide anything to stop them from sending you back to Nigeria, they will just carry you one night and they will deport you. So being a Nigerian, you don't have any business claiming asylum. And I have to be honest with this, is coming from a Nigerian. who has actually gone through the process. I went through the process almost 18 years ago, and it is not the same as now. So if you're coming to come and claim asylum, when even though you came in as a student, because they have everything about you as you came as a student, and after 6 months you think you are not able to pay your school fees anymore, you are struggling, you now go to, I know there's a way people bypass that, but then I'm not here to tell you all of that. But if you're in Nigeria and you don't have any reason claiming asylum, especially if you have applied through a visa, a working visa or a COS, because those applications you made, you submitted it to the Home Office in Nigeria, Abi, and you claim that you have these billions of or millions of money in your accounts, that you'll be fine here in the UK, you're able to pay your rent, you'll be absolutely fine. And then 6 months into your being in the UK, you are now going to claim asylum, forgetting all of those documentation you submitted to support your application. I don't think some people are thinking they just say Adro asylum, they just put their head into it. And Adro is not easy. I'm telling you guys, it is not easy. Now they don't even give them money anymore. If you have children, they are putting you with people from now. The way they do it now, if you're in a flat, if you have children, maybe it's a 3-bedroom flat, they can put 3 people from different countries into a flat. They'll put a Nigerian, they'll put a Cameroonian, they'll put a whatever. All of it that you don't understand your language. And so then they do them now. Before, they will either put you in a single flat that you are living on your own. Now they don't do that anymore. They put 3 people, different people from different countries into a 3-bedroom flat. If you have children, that's how they do as well. That's how they do as well. Before, they will give you cash. Now they give you voucher to go and buy food, and that voucher, it may be not only Tesco if you spend them, or only farm food if you go. They no longer give you cash the way they used to do in my own days. So tell me. So it's not an easy, quick thing. And like I said, if you exhaust all the process, one morning they will just tell you to come to the Home Office to come and report, and then they will carry you. Before your lawyer even knows that they've carried you, you're on your way to the airport. And detention, Dungarville, if you've ever heard of Dungarville Detention Center, that's where they take them in Scotland. That's where they take them to in Scotland. That's where that way, and you know the process is straightforward. Especially those of you who came as a student and you go to apply for asylum, it will be very, very quick for them to deport you because you are a student. They have all of your details, they have your passport. Now, easily, Nigeria House will confirm your identity and they will throw you back to Nigeria. So if people are telling you to come and claim asylum, just go and read what asylum entails, and before you put your neck in it, read what it involves. Are you eligible? Rather than claiming asylum, is there another route of visa you could maybe source for the funds and apply through rather than come and putting yourself in asylum? As a Nigerian, I'm talking to our Nigerian people now because I am Nigerian and I will only talk about Nigeria because Nigeria is Sabi. And then it says here that anything else that puts you at risk because of the social, cultural, religious, or political situation in your country, for example, your gender identity, or your sexual orientation, these are some of the things that they would apply. So as a Nigerian, you really don't have any business claiming asylum now. Okay, you really don't have any business claiming asylum now. Okay, that's that. I think there's somebody in the studio. Mr. La is in the studio. Hello, Mr. La. Mute yourself and welcome. I think it's gone. Oh.
Yeah, thank you. Yes.
Good afternoon, sir.
Yeah, good afternoon, my sister.
Yes, sir.
And I listen to some of the something, You see, this abroad of a thing. It's what is turning Nigeria to be something else now. That's why our society, nobody want to fight for it anymore. We're all living. That creates a space for the politicians to start eating the money.
Yeah.
Because the money they budgeted to your state or to your local government, nobody's asking for it. And because of this abroad also, you see, we're even helping the government because abroad people don't take care of their family in Nigeria. School fees, feeding, even some of for the past 10 years, some people have no man ever say where they work, but they live well, drive car, sometimes support business. Nobody say this abroad of a thing. If we would have actually repaired our place, who would have loved to come to a very cold territory? Very, very cold. The limit of anything. If let's say the food, your food is very limited. So if you have to, even the African food you be buying itself, it's not as fresh as what you eat.
Me, when I came to this UK, the first time I had their bread, I cried because the bread tasteless. I cried, eh?
So okay, so a lot of a lot of things are going on that sometimes people come in. Oh yeah, it's good. You see the streets clean, everywhere busy.
Yeah.
You can go and eat some stuff, but what you think will benefit you, anything you gain here, you must pay a price for it.
Yes.
Emotionally, psychologically, everything. You
Yeah.
understand me? So if
Absolutely.
we would have fixed our country, God bless us with everything.
Exactly. Yes.
God bless us with good weather, good anything,
Yeah.
because at the end of the day, we all know how things be in abroad.
Yes.
You understand me? How can you get look? Okay, wonder people have 30 million pounds, 30,000 pounds,
Mm-hmm.
50,000. Let's say so people have 50 million naira.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them even sold their house and said
Exactly.
they're relocated to where? Thinking you walk there, you come and build a better house, which is not 5 years. You don't even know where you are, self yet.
Exactly. Mm-hmm.
5 years, you still confused. You're still looking for a job. You still you might get to one or two jobs, they'll fire you in time because their work ethics, you're not used to it. Most of us never worked for Nigeria before.
Mm.
They can't come abroad. Can't tell you to do this. Because I don't know. No, you don't be self-standard guy. You cannot say blah, 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 yeah. So, they'll fire you nicely. Not be very, not be broken. The other vessel, when they won't fire you, they will
Exactly.
shake your hand.
They go
Say,
smile,
man,
hand you letter, say they don't need you anymore.
hey, they go smile, shake you, say, man, good luck. Good luck for us for Nigeria. Don't be waiting with a year.
Yeah.
The person fire you, say good luck for your next adventure. Then you come home, you come to cry. So our system, man, now because our country, we get wicked people when they rule us.
Yeah.
Bad people. When they carry the money, come England, come to the buy house for some of these areas. You understand me? So the reason why people they come out, and the reason why we say even some of the short poor person don't feel they come out for abroad for Nigeria.
Yeah.
I also want to get the missile.
Mm-hmm.
Poor person don't feel they come out, now the upper middle class, then they come out too.
Yeah.
You know how much to get that visa. You know how much to buy that ticket. You know, every those things. Now, person will get money. Now, if
Yeah.
you say you want travel, they will come now. You can't relocate. I saw person will say if they live for better house, duplex, up 5-bedroom kind of a villa, fine one. They drive fine car. If they do some of this real estate,
Mm-hmm.
you just save money, save money, save money, save money, make money well. You come out. He come out. And now they cry for Canada. Hey, they cry for Canada now. He say, man, how if you know if you come out too? Hey, if you not come, like
I
wife.
want to quickly address this comment I put on the screen. Amazing Grace. If you ask me today, asylum is not something you tell people to come and try their luck, because I've seen people whom the day they went to go and Kawasaki that they want to claim asylum, that very same day, the immigration arrested them. They were deported in 48 hours. So now, it's someone like you, people like you are the type that will not listen. They should come and try their luck. Asylum is not something you come and try their luck, because if you're actually thinking with your brain, I've just read to you here what they would consider your eligibility to claim asylum. I am not giving immigration advice, okay? And this is a disclaimer. And this information is what I am reading. I'm not giving you immigration advice. This is on the gov.uk website, okay? So it's people like you that will not listen. And it is your type that will come here. All of you will be hanging fire. You saw the videos that all those Nollywood people were showing of people sleeping in airports, in car parks and airports. People are sleeping on the streets here. You've heard of people who claim asylum, and because Home Office told them to report themselves, they ran out of their house. They're now angry. They're living on the street everywhere. People sleep on the street. So if you like, listen. If you like, don't listen. People don't tell people to come and try their luck. Don't tell people to come and try their luck. Rather than you apply with all of those documents, proof of fund, everything. 6 months into it, you come and claim asylum. Rather than claim asylum, why don't you assess other route of visa that will work for you? You now say you want to come and claim asylum. And I love what somebody said here, that people are abusing it. Yes, our people are abusing it. I know somebody who, in a pace of 3 years,
came into the UK, applied for asylum. He took this money that they give them, a voluntary return. 6 months later, he applied through Dublin. He applied. I don't know how he did it. He applied through Dublin. Meanwhile, he already has paper for Dublin. This man has paper settlement in Dublin. He came into Scotland to come and apply for asylum. After 6 months, he applied to voluntarily go back home. Him and his 2 children. They gave them £3,000 each. He applied. They went back to Nigeria. 6 months later, this man entered Dublin again because he get Dublin paper. After 6 months, when he go back to Nigeria, entered Dublin again, entered Scotland again. He claims to claim asylum again, saying that the same wala when he take run the last time, and he send them back again. Eventually, they deported this man. They deported him because they were like, oh, there's something about him, because in the UK, I don't know how they were not able to know that he already had a settlement in Dublin. Maybe he used a different name when he came to Scotland. I don't know. That's why I said that some people, there's a way some people use dodgy means about it. Our people abuse the system. So if you are saying people should come and try their luck, good luck to you. If you are listening to her, go and try your luck. Okay? Go and try your luck. And she's saying here that it's not easy, but God did. Now God go help you talk for judge. Now God go give you eligibility when the eligibility is clear. Eligibility is clear. If you don't have anything according to that eligibility on the screen, look for other means, look for other routes. And I'm not giving anybody any immigration advice, but the truth is that people are abusing the system. They are abusing the system, and I like what Vivian said here, that it's a waste of time. You could be waiting on I'm not shy to say it. I've always said here that I got my permanent residency through asylum. It took me 4 years to get my asylum here. While I was waiting, I know somebody who has been waiting for 14 years. You cannot walk, you cannot move on, and he was a man older than me. 14 years he was waiting. He was waiting to get permanent residency via asylum. 14 years of his life wasted. You are not able to walk. You're not able to do anything for yourself. You're saying they should go and try their luck. I just want to quickly address that. And I'm still going to address other comments in here. And yes, I am not an immigration officer. Okay? And I do not say that at any time in this video. Now, your type, no, they listen. Uncle, please continue.
You see, this our mentality say, may they contract their luck. Now our country take corruption, say God day.
God day.
You understand me? Oibo don't know God day. Oibo life now reality. You know? And you talk about abusing the system. Just imagine that man who have something in Ireland, but you don't want to stay there. You want to be
exactly.
They shop around. This will destroy our system, man. This will make us actually, before you even open mouth to speak, they don't already know where you're from. You know? It is not easy.
It's not for me.
At some point,
for me entering into the asylum system, I did not even think I was going to get permanent residency. It was a 50-50 for me. They either deport me or they allow me stay, because I went into asylum system with 2 children and I was pregnant with the 3rd one. Someone that came immediately at the same time that I came, they deported this woman with a 6-month-old baby. And I think what saved me there was because I was heavily pregnant. I was about maybe 6.5 months pregnant then. So they were like, there's no way they're going to place me on a flight. I guess that was what saved me. And then I was on that system for 4 years. So the way it was then, it's not the way it is now. It's not the way it is now. That's what I'm telling people. So if you are somebody who applied through a visa, study visa, COS, why are you putting yourself through asylum system? Why not just look for other route available for you to proceed, or maybe change course or change visa? And you not think asylum is the way to go? It's not.
If you have that such big amount of money, I'm still saying it. Because if you're poor, you cannot come to abroad. That's just the truth. If you're poor, it's very difficult to get those visas even. The people that are coming now, they are, they so make it look difficult that you have to have real money. They talk about real money, back account. Before they will not ask you for bank account.
Exactly.
Years back. But now if you can present 50 million, 30 million, means that you're doing well. Coming to a place whereby
that's what they are saying. Because when they look at the application of these people who came as a student or whatever, you will have submitted paperwork, and then you come here. If you pay school fees, you can't go apply for asylum. they will look at the documentation you submitted, all your proof of funds. Like, you say you have all this money. What happened? That kind of person, I swear to God, maximum 6 months, they will send you back to Nigeria. And when you do asylum system, they will take all of your fingerprints. They will thumbprint all of your 10 fingers. So if you try to come into the UK again under a different name, it will be difficult because they will identify you. So that's what you guys don't understand. And no, people like that cannot apply for benefit for that woman that is asking, or for Amazing Grace that is asking. You don't know something, you ask question. You can't claim benefits. It's only after you've settled in the UK, if you've gotten your indefinite leave, you've gotten your permanent residency, that you don't even need to ask, because the day they are giving you your documentation, they are giving you all the paperwork for you to fill to enable you to apply for all of those benefits. You don't need to ask. That's how the system works. And I remember that clearly. That day that I got my documentation from the Home Office, they gave me another folder saying you can go. They've already booked an appointment for me. Job center, and from job center you'll be advised. And then I was not required to work because my child was about my second son was only 2 months old when I got my indefinite leave to remain. So here in the UK, if you have a child below the age of 4, you are not required to work. And because I had a baby then, they just said, no, go to job center, anything, all of the paperwork you're needed to fill, your benefit, whatever. They already made all of those applications for me. All I need to do is to get myself there. So no, if you're asylum seeker, you cannot. Like I said before they will give you cash. Now they give you gift voucher. Go to Tesco or Amazon, or go to Tesco or Farm Food, maybe £40. If you're a single person, maybe it's £30 a week they give you. They pay they provide your accommodation, all the bills, electricity, whatever. You don't have to pay anything. Your feeding, they might put it. Before they used to give you cash. Now they give you the gift card. Either you go to Farm Food. It depends. If you have children, they might give you more, a gift card. So it's not something you say you want to come and try your luck. And I want to quickly read a comment from Vivian there. So Vivian said, what if you say, so Vivian said, what if they claim they are persecuted from the S-Men attack and call you are from Bono and will be targeted if you move to they will tell you to move from Bono to somewhere else. They will tell you to move to Bono from somewhere else. Okay, Shebi, you were targeted in Bono. Oh yeah, go to Ijebu Ode. Go to Ijebu Ode, and they, like I told you, they have all the dossier on Nigeria and their locations. They have the dossier on Nigeria locations. They will tell you, okay, if you are persecuted in Bono, go to Ife. You are still not safe in Ife. Go to so place. That's what they will tell you. That's what they will tell you. Continue, Mr. Allah, please. Sorry for me.
Look, abroad, I understand, due to our corrupt system in Nigeria that's bringing people to abroad. But this is abroad. Let us be honest. You came to abroad. I'm not talking about, if you're young, it's okay.
Exactly. If you're young, it's a different case, yeah.
It's a different thing, because you can go back or have, stay. It depends what you're coming to do. But if you get it towards that 40, 35, 40, or 30, because if let's say 30, because at the end of the day, if you're lucky, you might be lucky.
Exactly.
But if you're not lucky, 10 years, you're still wondering that somebody that you even find more, you are worse than somebody that live in Mushi. You'll be walking around, you'll be begging from mouth to eat.
Exactly. You don't want to, if this happen in diaspora, you don't want to be homeless.
Or for those guys that are 40 for the son who think they are, because I'm talking about, for those guys have to move with children and whatever they have there, and they must show a huge amount of money in their bank account, millions of naira, at least 30 million to 40 million naira. Exactly. Then you have to show this amount of money. You have a fine house, you have a fine car. Now to relocate, possibility to be persuaded by his wife. Then when they come to UK, it's not that dream they're looking for. They say, we'll just enter UK. God, we'll just stay one fine house. Before you know, honey, you just walk. That house will sell, or that house will just build a back in 5 years. They'll come. Now that's what they cost divorce for UK. Now different factors. When the guy can't come now, man, when don't work for better place, man, when don't also get your money. When blessed they live at least well. We can't come UK now, you can't hold head. Cleaning job, you no go see.
No see.
Job you go see. The guy come the dead chair, they sleep. Can't look weak. That your wife now, you're going to look at anyhow. But that's so you can't be now. You don't get nothing to back you up again now. You know, from there, divorce will can't come. Because the whole thing, then the man said going back, because you don't get nothing to meet. No house, no money,
Mm-hmm.
not anymore. Go meet something when don't hustle for when they for early 20s. You'll lose everything because you won't come abroad.
Mm.
Yes, I mean, me read there against those things. Fight for this our country. God bless us with. Those days for Nigeria, they ring bell for all these embassies when they bounce us now. Visit this place, visit that place. And to tell you the truth, 70s, late 70s, early 80s, before this politician for 82 come spoil the thing. 85, they put visa on us.
Mm-hmm.
This UK, when they see so, UK, who they come UK now, they just they'll go study there, they'll all come back. So
Exactly.
only for Nigeria, then they come back just for weekend, they'll just play come UK. Come back, go back again. But because our economy can't die, all those when the media can't take over, now they can't play visas on us. So what do you want to enjoy really for the UK? That the meat or that the chicken? I mean, that the wedding. You understand me? But we just abandon the country. We they live out to some wicked politicians. They just swallow the money. They come bring their children come abroad. Come they enjoy the money. You won't be able to get the money. We don't suffer for the money. Politicians will not struggle for the money. You bring children come abroad. Now those are what they say that they stay for all these mansions, all this luxurious apartment. They enjoy the money. They say, where you from? I'm from Nigeria, see them on Porsche and everything. Those will not be us. Mo could just say the truth. Nigeria, if we fight for them, we get everything. Everything there, weather, everything. Not let nobody deceive you, say medical. Now lie. Not be everything messy the whole. Not be everything messy the whole. You just sick. Before you know, they'll take your body till they do experiment for mercy. He walk, he not walk. If you walk, then okay, he walk. If you not walk, they will record that down. Or you also record the records. Okay, I don't to approve it later. But not be you anymore. For you know, they pass bad news to you to say, sorry, or maybe you not feel live past 6 months. So Mokwi, this asylum of a thing is not working anymore. These people don't.
It's not. And I'm surprised. Like people are still coming. I told you guys I do interpreting. And it's a good job for me. People are still coming, and when you listen to their story, of course, I can't tell them what to say because it not be my business. What to concern me? I just shake my head. Come, Omo. I just look at them. I mean, I know they tell them anything to know. The person who advised me to come to asylum. Good luck to you. But I don't. Before I used to if they reach out to me privately, but now I don't anymore. I just interpret.
No, they work anymore now because they don't know the old tricks. Our people don't too full So at the end of the day, if we fight for our place, imagine the person go there abroad. Now say abroad. After man of 40 go to get knee pain. Cold don't enter the knee. Knee not good, not good again.
Yeah.
Make the carry person when they London when cold don't hold well now. The same age for Lagos there, for Oshodi there. Okay, Oga, jump this gutter. You went to Nigeria, jump this gutter. Under the gutter, they fly past there. Person when they London enough, you not go bold.
Exactly.
Don't finish in knee. It a fear. Because I understand say this abroad sweet also. You say person wear cloth, he wears a shoe, he wear all this one, he stand, they look one kind. They enjoy. Medically, physical fitness, not there like that too. That's the truth. Not there because there different weather, different system. Before you know, you don't finish. Let's say, we know how the thing they be. We will be guys. We know how the thing they be.
Exactly.
When person come abroad those days, when body they hot, they go know. They say, man, this boy self, come. You don't a weak 40 years old guy. Before you know, they take anti-anxiety medicine because fear the whole arm.
Yeah.
You don't know anxiety don't come. Before you know, you go to take a lot of all type of medicine till they sleep. Because if they walk, they fear they don't fire them. They fear how far. Exactly. Before you know, a lot of things don't just finish you put for ground there.
True.
You just walk, you waka. but nothing not yes. Happiness not really there. TV now go be your friend. If you get wife, the system went there with the whole system, go mess you up and the relationship up. You understand me? So my uncle Bishop will say, I beg our people, if you get money, 40 million, those money when they go to show, when they relocate. All I stay in Nigeria because you know go 10 years, no fit build a house. Nobody you say, hey, I just work for 5 years. You see that 4-bedroom duplex, that's a small thing. They can't build that kind of one, they can't build a Igalo type of house. By the time you start to work, you don't pay bills, and now you go understand you go pay health insurance, you go after house rentage, water bill, light bill, dustbin bill, all kind of bill.
If you buy motor, before you drive your motor, if you don't pay road tax, you no go fit drive am.
Before you know, $100 remain for your hand or $150. By the time you go to shop, you come back, you will sit for chair. Now for window, you go to see this. All those things, your mouth when they run mouth, you say, hey, would you carry me come here now? Hey, before you know, person will live for Nigeria. I know they wait for you. 5 years because of our system there. You don't blow. They live well. Because I say, Peter Fana, you say, then now, there you go, that's our abroad now. You would ship to tell us how it be. So anybody will say, he hold money, come build house. No, say that person don't stay for abroad for more than 20 years. Or you get some kind of support somewhere.
Yeah. Thank you so much,
Thank you.
Thank you so much. Just going to read some. I saw some good comments in here, and I saw one from I knew it's all. Yeah, I knew it's all. Yet said you have to realize that when they are debating something, they've already implemented it. They are just slowly bringing it out. You are right, sis. You have to realize when they are debating something, it means they have already decided. So asylum will be shut down for certain countries. Absolutely. And Israel said, I have a friend that was denied claiming asylum. The thing is this, with asylum system, when you claim asylum, if you have grounds for appeal, you can appeal. And your appeal is mainly because you are bringing something new, something that you think that they have not assessed, something that you think that they have not looked into. That will be your ground for appeal. But if you don't get anything for appeal, you're on your own. No. Another said immigration is no more like before. Absolutely, the things don't change. It's changed. I need to say what people forget is this is no longer this is no longer about paying tax. Or the people don't want to be exactly. That's what people are not understanding. It's no longer about us. It's not about paying tax now. To them, they think we are overpopulating them. That's what is going on. That's what is happening here. And Vivian said, why don't we have a lot of people? They will not watch topics like this now because they believe that since I am not giving immigration advice, and yes, I am not giving any immigration advice. So we are reading from the gov.uk website, okay? I'm not giving any advice. Yes, Vivian, there used to be a time that if a woman in this country claims that the husband DVR, there used to be a time whereby they would take her in. If the woman don't get house, if she don't get paper, she go get settlement. Now, was there not a story of a Nigerian lady? Was it 2 years ago where our Oyibo husband show her wala? She went to women's center. They did not even open door for her. They said she should go and sort out. She should go to the police station rather than to the women's center. They asked her to go to the police station. She go and report the husband there. Because as it was then, I don't even know, maybe the Oyibo married her, or maybe she just gave back for the Oyibo. The Oyibo give her correct DV, correct panel beating. She ran with the child. She went to the women's center. They told her to go to the police. Before, it would be the women's center that would take her in. They will help her process how she's going to get a flat, get comfortable. Now, they are not doing it anymore. So he who has ears, listen. If you like, listen. If you like, don't listen. Go and say, try your luck, because God did for you. You are on your own. You are on your own. Okay? Michael said, even the US is offering overseas money. See, now, they are no longer even offering the money because they realize that people don't want that money. They call it voluntary return. I think it was IOM. That's the name of the organization that through Home Office they go through it. Yes, they used to offer them £3,000 for each family member. Home Office have tried and they realize that people don't want to, and they realize that even people that are taking the money in, at some point, those people are finding their way back into the UK. How? I don't know. But yes, immigration is not. Asylum application is not reducing; it's increasing, and they'll be wondering. And yes, they were offering this voluntary return. They will give you money to go back, and people are finding their way back into the UK. How are they? No, no. So according to you, Michael, it says that even the US is offering overseas money to voluntary self-deport plus your fare back to your exactly. They are doing they still do it here in the UK, but it's not as before. It's not as before. Vivian said Okola always has a pleasure to yes, so exactly. I knew it all is replying Vivian saying, you are right, things are changing. People just don't realize exactly. DV victim is a good example, yet many still relocate to do masters, not knowing fully they are not likely to. Exactly, you know, exactly. Money Michael, Vivian said, I knew it all. They are refusing DV victims, even though there's DV is recognized for grounds to remain by the Home Office. They are now making it out to prove evidence. Never mind the regular. See, if you're already in the UK, and obviously, like the case of DV happens, like I said before, they will consider it, but now they don't even care anymore. Normally, they will refer you to women's organization who will be able to help you cater your case, but now they are not even. You're on your own. They are on your own. I mean, you are on your own. Okay, you're on your own. And I love that people who are even, people who have of this, I'm not saying that I'm not giving immigration advice, but obviously with SP, like I said, I went through the asylum system, and it is not the same as it is now. It is not the same way as it is now. You can imagine somebody messaging me saying that, she has 3 children, she's disabled, that she wants to apply to wants to get a visa to come to UK to come and claim asylum. Like, have you considered the amount of money it's going to cost you to apply for visa to come here? So why not put that money together and try and start a business? She was like, because she knows that they will look after her. And I was like, madam, don't do it. See, it's a different case if she's already in the UK. I was like, do not do it. Do not do it. Hanito said, just look on YouTube. Oyinbo are saying they will minority by the year 50. I saw that as well. I saw that. Abi said, fair enough, but the issue is this country doesn't have the structure to stand without immigrants. Abi, with that being said, true. Also, I want to cite a quick example. So last year, there were thousands of students who qualified as nurses. NHS are saying that they don't have jobs. Meanwhile, I know say they work inside hospital. We know they're like, we are short-staffed, but they are telling thousands of nurses that have just qualified that there's no job for them. Make it make sense. I felt like the way they've messed up was this extra visa thingy that they've opened the route for people to come in. They've messed up. I think they realized they've messed up by introducing that visa thingy. I think they've messed up, but then whatever they like. But all I know is our people that are going to go and do Adro, even though you've come here to come and do post-study, you've come here to apply to study visa, and you are here playing asylum. Please, you are one of the people that is abusing the system, and hence why they are making things difficult. Okay. Michael said, Vivian is replying Michael saying, and welcome to this. Love to have you. Don't forget to like, oh yeah. Vivian is doing my admin job for me. Everyday God, exactly, everyday God. Try your luck. God day. Now God go help George to say, okay, I give you asylum. Vivian said, who does the jobs the native Brit won't do? Of course, they need immigrants. It's the way Kemi is going about that is upsetting. Yes, the way Kemi is going about it is upsetting. Very, very upsetting. But can we stop her? No. Abby said, it's because there's no funding for the NHS. So how would they? But then, they say, so we are overstaffed, we are short-staffed, but they are still recruiting, they are bringing staff from agencies. They are bringing staff from agencies. Why don't you stop that agency nurse from coming and recruit 2 nurses to take the space of that agency nurse? Me, I just keep my mouth shut. That's why I know at times when I'm saving them, saying I want to do overtime. Now I'm not even doing any bloody overtime anymore. I do my hours. That's me done. I'm not bloody doing any overtime. Let them recruit nurses. Uncle Patrick, welcome, sir. Uncle Patrick said, I will always say this: Nigeria should not be getting visa to UK. These people colonized my grandparents, and they still slap. Well, that was what Uncle Ola said earlier on. I guess they realized that they don't want a lot of us anymore. So things are changing. Yeah, things are changing. So Abby said there are too many universities, and yes, their children are not going to all these universities. There's lots of, like, in Glasgow alone, in Glasgow city center alone, we have Glasgow University, we have Caledonia University, we have Glasgow Strathclyde University, we have University of the West of Scotland, and I think those are the big 4 universities in Glasgow alone, in Glasgow city center alone. Those are the 4 big universities we have. So have I collected? So Glasgow Uni, Glasgow Strathclyde, Caledonia, UWS. That's 4 universities alone in Glasgow. There's UWS as a branch. They have another campus in Hamilton. They have another campus in London. They have another campus in Stirling. The university I went to, University of West of Scotland, they have a campus in Stirling. Stirling is in Scotland. They have a campus in in Hamilton. I think they're about to. I think they were talking about having a campus or something in Edinburgh as well. So yeah, university plenty, but how many of their children they go there? How many? Vivian says spend millions to come to the UK to claim asylum. Exactly. And the amount of time you're going to wait before you get your documentation, you cannot walk. So your life is practically being on hold for that long. Your life is practically on hold, you know. And somebody here is saying, let them try their luck. Are you giving immigration advice now? Like that person here, God help you. I show you, the person don't run. God help you. God help you. Like I said, I'm not giving immigration advice, but at the end of the day, it's common sense. The news of that obviously the news that they're going to start cutting people off, the country that they're going to be cutting off. I saw that news there. I was going to do this on a different live stream, but since we are talking about it, let's just talk about it here. So it says here that UK government plans to restrict, just like I knew it all said, for the fact that they've mentioned it, it's something they've made decision about. They've already made that decision already. They are just slowly bringing out to the public to prepare us by the time because they said they are going to release a fact sheet. A white sheet. They are going to release a white sheet either this month or sometime soon as to know what is going to involve. So everybody, better tighten your belts. Okay. So this news here says that UK government plans to restrict visa application for certain categories. The UK government has announced its plans to introduce new visa restrictions targeting nationals from countries with high asylum claim rates. So countries with high asylum claim rates are Pakistan, Nigeria, and Sri Lanka. Can you imagine? Nigeria, number 2 on the list. In an attempt to reduce annual net migration, the UK government is set to introduce new restrictions on visa applications from nationals. Obviously, we already mentioned it. Because they are deemed to most likely overstay their visas and seek asylum, according to a government official. This move is aimed at curbing net migration, which has become a key political issue, particularly following Labour's poor result in last week's election. Like I said, if Nigel Farage if they should contest an election today, Nigel Farage will win hands down, because that's what the people in the UK wants. And then the Prime Minister of Labour Party faced significant voter blah blah blah. That's that. So which country will be affected? We already know. Pakistan, Nigeria, and Sri Lanka. The government data from last year revealed that 108,000 people who applied for asylum in the UK, 16,000 entered the country on student visas. And please, which country they apply for student visas now? Who is number 1? Nigeria on the list. 16,000 of those who apply for asylum enter the country through student visas. A spokesperson for the Home Office emphasized that the new measures are part of an effort to prevent abuse. So I knew it all is right. Obviously, they've already written this law. They are just waiting to throw it out to the public. They're just rolling out. So it says here that a spokesperson for the Home Office emphasized that the new measures are part of an effort to prevent abuse of the immigration system, in quote, to tackle abuse by foreign nationals who arrive on work and study visas and go on to claim asylum. Like you apply to come and work on a work and study visa, then you enter to come and claim asylum. Like, make it make sense. So she continued that we are building intelligence on the profile of these individuals to identify them earlier and faster. We keep the visa system under constant review and will where we detect trends which may undermine our immigration rules, not hesitate to take action. Under our plan for change, our upcoming immigration white, this is a comprehensive plan to resolve order to our broken immigration system. See. So yeah, that's what's happening there. So if you want to come and try your luck, you're on your own. Okay, if you want to say, stop telling people to come, stop telling people not to come, stop, you are on your own. Me, I'm not telling you not to come, but if you are one of those people that are coming with a visa and you now come and apply for asylum, they will identify you. Don't gavel. Immigration centers, they are most likely empty now, so then they look for people where they go put there before they deport them. The truth is bitter, but we must say it. Okay, we must say it. Vivian says spend millions to come to the UK to claim asylum and get £8 a week, sharing accommodation with India. Exactly. Now, that's why I said now they are sharing. So if you are a woman with one child, they will put you in a flat with your child. And if it's a 3-bedroom flat, they will not even give your children their own room to sleep now, because even now accommodation is expensive. We've all heard news of how they are putting asylum seekers in hotels. It's costing them freaking millions of money to put asylum seekers in hotels because there's no accommodation. So now what they are doing now is this. if you are a single lady, if you don't have children, and there's a lady with one child and another lady with one child, they will put all of you in the 3-bedroom flats. The single lady will have a flat to herself, the single mother with one child, and you don't be surprised that all 3 of them will not be from the same country. One might be from Congolese, one might be from Nigeria, the other one might be from whatever country where we say you are not going to speak the same language. And that's what Basbos, who enter kitchen, who use the bathroom, who is meant to wash, who is meant to this, and you want to leave your millions of money that you've spent to come and be doing that kind of life here. You know, in my own opinion, like Nigerians, you don't have any reason to come and claim asylum as a Nigerian. I'm sorry to say. In this day, you don't. And if you are considering it, you're on your own. Abby said, surely there should be a cap on these courses at the university too, if there are no jobs. Where, like Mr. Last said that gone are the days when our people will come to the diaspora to come and study, and then they will go back. Now they are not going back. They are not going back. That's the case. They are not going back. People will study, and then they realize that I can change my visa, I can swap my visa to be able to do this. People are not going back. That's the thing. In most cities, at least 40 universities, exactly. Exactly. Try your luck, or nobody's holding you. Vivian V, I hope she's listening. You are very free to try your luck and let us know the outcome. Exactly. Go and try your luck. I'm not saying you should not. And I mean, it will give me more work. I can come and interpret for you so that they can pay me £50 an hour to come and interpret from English to Yoruba for you. I will say that always acting like people offering advice are just against you or don't want the best for you. Okay, Adama, welcome. I'm rounding up, guys. I need to go do my Saturday shopping. Abby said, anyway, I don't blame them. If our own countries were better, the desperation would be exactly. Obviously, what lesson we should take from this is the fact that we should start. It takes me back to Nigeria to go and protest for handbag governance. This is when we should actually start thinking of our country now, what we need to do, because all of us cannot run away from home. If home is good, if Nigeria is good, people will not be looking for means. Obviously, Tiamiyu said all these people that are coming to the abroad to study, they are not coming to study. They are just jackpying. They are just jackpying to run away from the hardship in Nigeria. So if home is good, why would people want to jackpot? If people who decided who have the chance to come and study here, if home is good, they will have been happy to go back, knowing that yes, they've studied abroad, they have a lucrative market that will take them in. But when there is no job, they will not go back. They will not go back. They won't. And Vivian said also, for people who want to know, there's a new niche called UK audit. Yes, go and see how the native Brits are harassing migrants. Let me take a note of that. I've actually not come across that, but let me take a picture of that. UK audit. Is that a channel, Vivian? Or is a forum? I've not seen that, so I'll go and look through it. They are complaining about their taxes spent on you. Exactly. And there's a road in the Utro area called Bath Road. The number of hotels on that road shut down and used for a Hilton. I believe there's a Hilton in Scotland that was shut down, and they are using it to house asylum seekers. Yeah, they don't protest. They are following VDM. Exactly. They are following VDM. So if home is better, like obviously this is enough. All of this, Nigeria, anything they call in the bad thing is Nigeria. Nigeria will always be a part of it. I think this is a sign that Nigerians, it's high time we go, like, we actually pull our government and say enough is enough. You need to try, our country needs to be better. Our country needs to be better. Okay, but Abby, why do you think so? Saves transportation. Soon as they refuse your asylum, it's a walk to the aircraft back to your. Vivian said, Mom of Five, there are many audits, not just one. All right, okay. I'll definitely look into that. Anyway, guys, that's just what I've brought here. That's what Kemi. So in a way, we should not blame Kemi Badenoch, okay? We should not. But then I understand where the anger is coming from, that Nigerians felt like Kemi is allowing these people to use her. And obviously we will expect that because she should know better what Nigeria is. But then that's her telling us that she knows send us. She knows send us. She's the one delivering all of their information to us. She's the one they are sending to deliver the information for. And just like I knew it all said, they already reached all of these decisions. They are just waiting to throw it out there and then it will be implemented. And Vivian said, I'll send you. Okay, Vivian. Classic, hello, Classic Picture, welcome. So Classic Picture said, you are absolutely right. Thank you so much. I'm an housing manager for HO. We house asylum seekers, and it's not funny at all. I know many Nigerians who are still waiting on their claim to be granted. Some exactly. Thank you so much. So it doesn't look as if I'm just coming out here to come and say stories. I love when I bring stuff here. And there are people who actually have seen something similar, and they're yet to say, yes, you are digging, they are digging it. Thank you so much, Classic Peter, for confirming that. So if after all you've heard here, you came here, you came in as a student or as on a work visa, whatever, and you're contemplating asylum, well, think well, okay? Think well. That's all I'm going to say, because you'll be surprised that you go for your first interview, they will bundle you a ready in 24 hours. That's all I'm going to say to you. And with that being said, I saw a comment yesterday. There's a new person who's just arrived in Glasgow. If you are living in around of Glasgow flat, please kindly DM me. Help a sister. She's just newly arrived in the UK. She's in Scotland. She's in Glasgow, but she's currently in an hotel. You can imagine cost of hotel for somebody new in Glasgow. I don't know if she's a student or not, and I've said to her to DM me. I've been asking people around. So if you are in Glasgow, or you know somebody in Glasgow who has a vacant room in Glasgow who is willing to rent, please let me know. I'm desperately trying to get this lady an apartment, so that at least she will be able to reserve her money, because paying in an hotel every day, I don't know how long she's going to be in an hotel for. I don't know, but I wouldn't want her to spend all of her money. So if you're in Glasgow, you have a spare flat, you are willing to rent, please reach out to me so I can link both of you. I'm going to read your comment and then we'll round up, guys. Abby said the biggest immigration holding center in Europe is not far from Bath Road either. In Glasgow, our hold is Dungavel. If you go and Google Dungavel, that's where in Dungavel Immigration Center. In fact, is it Dungavel Immigration or Dungavel Removal Center? That's what they call it. Uncle Patrick said maybe we should all the protest should start from people back home now. The protest should start from people back home. Then they will show us that yes, they are ready for people in diaspora. Because me, I'm talking about it now. So it's the people that are on ground that should get it started. And those of us, some of us will now, we will now join. We will now come and join them. They'll be begging on Nigerians to come back. We can't come back if the people on the ground are not making efforts. If they are not making efforts, we can't come back. We can't. Vivian said, all this is becoming worrying. Constantly going into hotels asking immigrants. Definitely. And okay, no worries. Safe send it later. All right, no problem at all. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Like I said, if you have a flat, if you're in Glasgow and you have an extra room that you are willing to rent out to a lady, like I said, I don't know a lot about her. She only just sent me she commented on one of my videos that she's in a hotel and she's looking for a flat, that if I can help her. If you're watching me right now, please send me a DM, send me information about you. Are you a student? How long have you been here? And what is your budget? Hopefully I can direct you. Maybe I've been asking people anyway. So if I find anybody with a flat, I would definitely, but send me your details. So if I find any information, I can easily forward it to you. So with that being said, thanks so much to each and every one of you who have been here. Disclaimer, I am not an immigration advisor. I have not given you an immigration advice. I am just carrying you out with information that has been released in case you are not up to date with the information. So that's pretty much what I've come here to do, okay? And Vivian said, mind you, some of these immigrants may be hardened criminals fleeing after their atrocities. That's another aspect. If you have been given asylum here, so don't blame the natives at times. Exactly. That's another angle. Anyway, guys, thank you so much. Have an amazing Saturday. And I believe I have another live stream at 7 o'clock tonight. And that live stream is about that Alaja that the Afa gave a correct beating because she doesn't want to do Kerewa. Thank you so much, Classic Picture. I really appreciate you for doing that. Thank you. I really appreciate that. So kindly join us 7 o'clock tonight. Removal Center, yes, they are called Removal Center. The one here in Glasgow is called Dungavel Removal Center. That's what it's called. So like I said, I've got a live stream at 7 o'clock tonight. We're going to be talking about DV again in a relationship, obviously in a marriage. An Alaja, and Afa asked to Kerewa with the Alaja. Alaja said she's tired, she's hungry. And before she knows it, Afa gave her a head knuckle. So let's come talk about that tonight at 7 o'clock. Guys, let me go do my food shopping before my kids start shouting in my ear that they are hungry. And I'll see you guys later on. All right. Thank you so much, guys, and have an amazing Saturday afternoon. I'll see you guys later. Thank you so much, Abby. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Uncle Patrick. Thank you, Mr. Ola. Thank you, Vivian. Thank you to each and every one of you here. I have not ignored you. I see you all. Thank you, and I appreciate you all so much. Please share this video. Hopefully our Nigerians in diaspora, some of our Nigerians in diaspora who are considering asylum will see, will watch, listen, and rethink their plans. Okay. Thank you guys, and I'll see you guys later. Uncle Padu said, I did wait for that Alaja show. Yes, so I'm coming at 7 o'clock UK time. Hopefully you'll be able to make it, sir. Thank you guys, and I'll see you all later.